Happy Monday, everybody. This one's going to be a really quick video because for our optional work this week, day one is a day that we have already done previously in our optional work. That is our planks and side bridges. So by now everybody should know what's expected and the standards for those two particular movements. Same format as what we've done on the past, up to 90 seconds for your plank, up to 1 minute for side bridges on each side, 3 rounds. So that's stuff that you can do at home. If you want to do it 5 days a week, please go ahead and do it 5 days a week. You're only going to get some benefit out of it. Day two, however, there's two movements that we haven't done in our optional work before. One of the movements we've done in class. So those of you that have been around for a little while will know how to do this movement. We're just going to do a slightly different variation with the dumbbells. First movement, however, is a band pull apart. So a band pull apart is something that I may have prescribed for some of you. However, for the most part, it's not a movement that we do in class. So what it's looking for, just developing the muscles in the back around your scapula a lot more. So you need a resistance band. One thing I've noticed when people do stuff with resistance bands is they tend to grab a resistance band which is too heavy for the movement that they're doing. Whenever we do any accessory work like band pull aparts or anything like that, you really need to make sure that it's about the quality of the movement, not about the resistance that you're putting against yourself. So right now I've just got that extremely thin red band that we have hanging up next to the anatomy poster over there. So a band pull apart, we're just going to have our hands at shoulder level and we're just going to, keeping a nice straight arm, pull the band apart, hence why it's called a band pull apart. Now, if you need less resistance on this particular band, take your hands out a little bit wider, okay, and start from there. But the idea is just staying nice and controlled, keeping that band under tension and maintaining a nice straight arm while we do it. What you get in there is you should feel basically all those muscles behind your shoulder blades retracting as you pull out and as you come back. You would notice while I'm doing it, it's a controlled movement, okay? Open and then back. That band should come across your chest. That would indicate that your hands are going in the right position. Things to avoid while doing this: bent arms, okay? So it's not this, okay? Nice straight arms, open and back. Also doing it too high or doing it too low, so make sure you're doing it across your chest, arms at shoulder level, and just moving open and back. That's a band pull apart. Step up. So we have done step ups in the class before. We generally do them with the barbell. Because we're doing it with accessory work, I'd probably prefer you guys to use dumbbells. So just grab some dumbbells or even a kettlebell. Kettlebell's just going to add a little bit of extra challenge for your midline while you do it. So box, okay, I've got a plate underneath my foot because what I'm aiming for is I want my quad to be parallel with the ground. So if me being vertically challenged, if I come off the plate, okay, crease my hips below the top of my knee, not an ideal position, is going to put quite a bit of pressure on my knee. So I need to just raise my height up a little bit by placing that, putting that plate underneath there. So there'll be a few of you that will need to do that. Dumbbells in each hand, okay, only what you can handle. Again, it's about the quality of the movement, not about the resistance that you're putting against yourself. Then from there, what we're going to do, you're just going to drive hard through that foot that's on the box, take that foot up, pause for a second, and come back down, okay? Up, back down. Same thing on the other side. You want to avoid chest coming forward, want to maintain that nice upright torso. If you have a weaker leg, which some of you do, or a weaker side, make sure that you lead with the weaker side. So we're doing 3 sets of 16 for those in the accessory movements. So if you have, say for example, your left leg's weaker, do all 8 with your left leg first before you do the 8 with your right. If for some reason you fail on your left leg, don't go ahead and do all 8 with your right leg. Only match what you've done with your weaker side. If you need to know why that is, please ask me. I'm more than happy to explain that. Long story short, if you've got an imbalance and you're doing more work with your stronger side, you're only going to make that imbalance worse. So that's it for the optional work this week, for this fortnight I should say. Good luck, I'll see you in the box.